Alright, so we continue the 4v4 saga with the Fearsome Foursome, the demon team, and we are gonna use the new Ominous Nebula Zeldris as well as the Demon Chandler, rather than using the old Festival Zeldris and the old Counter Chandler. Like, you do have a choice when picking the demon team, but I do feel like these two new units are a little bit better. Now, what they bring to the table, of course, Chandler's passive is of course gonna give us 40% PS rates, that's nice, and then for every debuff on the enemy is gonna increase our damage dealt by 10%. So say we first attack with Zeldris, that's an additional like 10% increase to our damage. Now Zeldris is particularly good in 4v4, specifically for his passive here, because it states that in PvP for every applicable ally on the battlefield, and because we do have 4 applicable allies on the battlefield, which are demons or commandments, we are gonna get our attack related stats increased by 4%, so up to 16% attack related stats, as well as decrease the enemy's attack by 6% for every applicable ally, which means that we will decrease the enemy's attack by 24%. The demon team is really good with this Zeldris. Now of course Meliodas does what Meliodas does, he also has an AoE, Zeldris has an AoE, and Chandler has an AoE, and by attacking all the enemies with our AoE attacks we are gonna max out Festarossa's passive turn 1, because we are gonna apply 12 darkness stacks, so 4 times 3. After the second attack it's already gonna be 8 stacks, which means that by the final attack we deal probably with Meliodas, we are gonna have 40% increase to our basic stats, which at 10 stacks goes up to 50%. That's really nice. So this team works out great. But just before we jump into it, I'm just gonna increase my box CC by just a little bit, just to get like 0.5% increase to my HP, and I'll see how much that increases my CC. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so I got the 9 million buff. That's an additional 0.5% HP. And in terms of CC in PvP, that is gonna be, let's just go and see, because I had 221,000 with the CC food with the demon team. And 222,000. I'm not sure, it probably didn't go up by 1,000, but more than enough. And yeah, we'll just get into it. So, the demon team. Yeah, the turn 1 strategy that I'm gonna use is, I'm just gonna AoE. Maybe I should put green Sariel on Zeldris so that I apply a lot more debuffs to the enemies. And then of course I'll deal more damage with my team, just in case they have like dodge food. So here we actually barely out-CC'd someone, and that's because I increased my CC. And he left. Yeah, that's how strong this team is. God damn it, don't leave. So we'll just keep going, but I'll try to like... Oh, it's the same dude. Hello. You wanna stay this time? But we'll... Of course not. But I'll actually go with green Zeldris instead then, or green Sariel I mean, on the Zeldris. My only concern is that then melee won't do as much damage. Is this per target? So increases damage dealt by 10% for each debuff on the enemy, so it needs to be on one enemy. Is that gonna counteract? Nah, I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna change it, not for now. It doesn't matter. And hopefully I've waited long enough so that I'm not gonna face the same guy again. So he just leaves. Oh, and as you can see, I've done like 100 matches this week and I've lost like 50 of them. So that's because I'm trying out the green Ban team. And that's mainly because either I'm facing like an Escanor team, and of course you can't snatch Escanor because you can't reduce his stats, or I'm facing like an Festarossa team, and when I say an Festarossa team, but a demon team, but because of Festarossa's passive, anytime you attack with, what's it called? This is a little bit unfortunate. But anytime you attack with Ban, when he has the snatch buff, he is of course gonna remove the buff before he attacks, so he's like dealing no damage at all. This is unfortunate, so we cannot get our ults. These attack seal teams are, with like Meliodas, are really annoying. This is like one of the reasons I really hate 4v4. I know I said it in my like first 4v4 video that I did this 4v4 cycle, but they should really make like a rule that makes you immune to attack seal and stuff like that. Just to sort of counteract some of those teams, but we'll just go like this, whatever, we'll just waste some cards, save our AoE cards. I'll just get stronger AoE cards and hopefully I can like AoE soon. Oh my god, yeah, he's gonna keep sealing me. I do need some Zeldris cards, that way I can encroach. But yeah, he knows, that's why he's attacking my Zeldris. No, he's attacking melee. Alright, he might go for his melee ult, he has his Merlin ult. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Like, are people really that pathetic that they can't use like a normal team? Like this demon team, that's a normal team, just use that. So he's actually running the new Cusack. That's kind of interesting. What is it? Decreases crit chance and crit damage by 30%. Increase demon allies attack related stats. Alright, that's quite good. But hopefully he doesn't have dodge food, which I'm doubting. So we'll just see here. We're gonna apply 12 stacks of, you know, the darkness, and that's gonna increase our, what's it called, basic stats by so much. And as you can see, they're still really tanky. Though my iteration with the Chandler there might be the best team, or the best demon team. But even with Cusack, like if you have a better built out Cusack than your Chandler, you can of course like use that instead, because he also has an AoE attack for that particular team, but you do need the CC. Like you really need the CC. But here we'll just infect everyone or encroach everyone as well, and then I'll actually see like the damage Chandler can do here. That's gonna be interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't get like a melee AoE, otherwise that would have been done so much more damage. That's that's kind of weak. Not gonna lie, that's kind of weak. Alright, we got a team that's able to cleanse. 183k CC, are they running dodge food? That's the question. If this is a player, are they running dodge food? No, that's not a player, so we don't have to worry about anything, but that's really boring. I'm just gonna skip this match. My god, look at that damage. I wiped the team, except for Escanor, he lived on one. Let's get a Zeldris victory screen, why not? He's a really huge part of this team as well, so... Ooh. That's a nice picture with the Escanor bowing down. Sort of fitting with his actual commandant. I think this is a bot. It loaded way too fast. No, it's not. It's a player. Let's go. He's gonna wreck me in one turn. Oh. Now, I don't have the most CC with my units, like most of them aren't even maxed out. Melee is 4-6, Festarossa 5-6. I don't think Zeldris or Chandler are anything more than like 2 or 3-6, maybe even 1-6. I can't remember if I got any like extra dupes on this account or if I got them on my JP account. I didn't kill anyone, that's good. I am infected though, but my melee will deal a lot of damage, and I'll just have to see. Their CC is gonna be through the roof, or their basic stats are gonna be through the roof, so... I don't even know. Melee will have like 40% basic stat increase. He will deal an additional 10% increased damage. Yeah, their CC is too crazy. They're probably gonna attack me 3 times again. Maybe he even stuns me or something. But most of my units are of course dead. Except for melee. And if I can get like a gold merger, I could easily kill one of his units, and then we'll see. Because I'll just be able to, you know, break the... what's it called? Break the debuffs, and he will never be able to debuff me. I will always have my true magic buff if he attacks me 3 times. So, I actually will AoE here. Alright, let's go, comeback. Didn't quite get my ult. Alright. I did not expect that. Another demon team with the old Chandler. Honestly, if I'm running the old Chandler, I'd probably put green Sariel on him and I'll put the other Zeldris here. But that might not be needed, because this new Zeldris of course debuffs the enemies by a lot more. Though the old Zeldris will buff you by 24% basic stat, and he will also, with his Holy Relic, he debuffs the enemies, right? So, but this is a player. It's an actual player. And I'm really sorry about like what's gonna happen to him, because there's no way he's gonna be able to sort of get away from this. He will be encroached next turn if I get an AoE, which I did. I got a melee AoE on top of that, because why not? Melee is gonna deal so much more damage, that's gonna be crazy. He can remove the infect on Chandler if he taunts up, but... or he can like prevent my Meliodas from... no, he can't actually. Yeah, he can, he can. I'm gonna get my true magic buff now. They can actually prevent my Meliodas from benefiting. if he would have Dragon Clawed my Meliodas. Fortunately, it didn't. I will deal like the full slash damage. So additional damage equal to the hero's pierce rate, which is nice because we do have this Chandler here. It's increasing our pierce rate. Then I guess we'll just try to kill that Meliodas. I might as well just try to kill him with the Festarossa, so we get an Festarossa victory screen as well for the video. And that would be a victory screen with everyone, so really nice. But yeah, this team, it's kind of boring. 4v4 is kind of boring, because you're basically running teams that one-shot or completely dominate. You're running Ultrash teams, or you're running like attack ceiling teams, and that's just the nature of 4v4. Like, the game isn't balanced around 4v4. That's why I feel like they should add some additional rules. Perhaps even like prevent people from getting their ults by removing one ult gauge orb at the beginning of the enemy's turn, or at the beginning of their own turn, I guess, for one turn or something like that. They could add additional rules that would sort of balance out 4v4, and they could like reduce the damage AoE attacks deal by 20% or something, and maybe that's enough to like prevent people from running one-shot teams. And then they could like give you a attack seal immunity for like 2 or 3 turns or something like that, to prevent people from running those kind of boring teams. And maybe then we'll see like some really nice variety of teams that are like interesting and fun to play, like the snatching ban, you know, that's really interesting as a concept, because you'll be able to snatch 4 units for like 50% of their attack at gold, and then after that you just hit them with a really strong attack, right? Though like comparatively to like other units, if you get like a gold melee card while melee has this thing and you have them encroached, like he'll deal like a lot more than 1,000,000 damage. And I mean, that is just the nature of the game, like that's just how it is. But yeah, we'll just go like this. That's gonna kill everyone, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the video. I don't want to keep going anymore. If you have any team suggestions of teams you want me to try out in 4v4, do let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. Hope you liked the video, thanks for watching, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, guess I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.